Pete McHugh here with GoColumbiaLines.com here with head heavyweight rowing coach Mike Zimmer. Mike and his team are preparing for Eastern Sprints on Sunday. Mike, take us through the spring season so far in preparation for the regatta Sunday.
It's a long season, a lot of racing, and we've had some very good racing and some ones that were not as good. It's sort of typical of a young crew like we have. We've had 4 or 5 sophomores in that boat at various times. To have some up and down racing in the spring, and we've recently gotten a lineup together that we think has been working pretty well together, so we're excited about our opportunities coming up on Sunday.
Talk a little bit about the boats across the board, what you've seen not only from the first varsity, but your fours and your freshmen.
Sure. Well, the first boat has been is the varsity, and that's sort of the flagship of the program, and they've shown a lot of potential. Typically in practice they've done pretty well. On race day they've had a couple races where they haven't performed as well. The 4 has had a pretty good series of races also. Typically that would be an 8, but our numbers are down a little bit this year, and so it's our next boat is a 4. The freshman 8 has been racing well also. With freshmen, you never really know what you're going to get. They're very inexperienced in collegiate rowing. Obviously, they race other freshmen. You can see huge improvements in short periods of time from them, but you can also see some pretty some performances that make you scratch your head a little bit. But they've started to figure some things out of late, and I'm excited about their opportunity as well. It's a very competitive league this year. Everybody is within the league is pretty close. Our heat at the sprints is Brown, Cornell, Syracuse, us, Pennsylvania, and Rutgers, and it should be competitive top to bottom. 2 boats go to the grand final, 2 boats to the petite final, and 2 to the third level final. And I think that Brown's had a pretty good season. They lost a couple races early on, but they're probably the favorite in the heat. And despite the rankings, I think that the rest of that heat is going to be very, very close. And I think that's been the way the racing has played out pretty much this spring. So we'll see. We hope to have a good performance, and hopefully we can get into the grand final. And if not, we want to make sure we try to make the petite final and race as hard as we can.
Great. All right. Thanks, Mike.
Sure.